Hi, my name is Dora, and today is a very, very special segment of our interview of Shea Stories, Real Skin, Real Confidence. And I am joined by our daughters today. We're having a conversation with our daughters today. I have Zion, my daughter, and Jill, who is also like a daughter to me because our children grew up together from, I think, when they were like
months old,
a few months old to now they are 15-year-old girls, beautiful girls. And Esther, my very good friend, who happens to be Jill's mom. So we're having a conversation today about our skincare routines. And I think that most of us are probably aware that most girls or most children really learn about how to take care of themselves, how to take care of their hygiene from their parents, especially their mothers. We learn how to bathe, we learn what products to use because our parents, first of all, make the choices for us until we actually can be able to make those decisions for ourselves. So it's not this, it's pretty much almost the same for me as well as a mother. But before that, I learned actually about my love for cosmetics actually came from my mom. She was a banker, a very, very busy woman, but she made time for her skin. She loved her oils and she used to layer. That's something that I've talked about in one of my videos, but it's really where you use one oil and then put another oil. So it's just layering, like how you can wear two different types of clothes just to keep yourself warm. That's the same concept even for creams that you can use, apply a certain lotion or a cream and then lock it up with maybe a butter, like a shea butter. So I learned so much from my mom, and my love for cosmetics actually started from my mother. And then when I became a mother to this beautiful young girl, Zion, I of course, being a first-time mother, Jill, the second born, but Esther relates that, you know, like the first.
Jill came first.
Jill came first?
Yeah.
Really?
7 months earlier.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, but you see, the thing is that when you have your first child, like that experience, what's that experience like for you? Like you want the best thing for your child, everything, like experimenting with everything. I remember I used to import products from the UK, Mother Care, what, you know,
plant
like
children.
Yes. Yeah, until Zion was 2 years old. And then the child started reacting. She started getting rashes, eczema. And suddenly I could not find something that could work for this child. Until one time, you remember Florence Biarogaba? Yes. Florence told me, Badora, you try and use shea butter.
A natural product.
Yes. And the funny thing is that, I mean, I come from the East, and the nuts actually grow in shea, the shea trees grow in Teso. But I'd never interfaced with the shea trees before. And so she gave me, actually she's the one who gave me the first jar of shea butter. And then she told me, you can get this from Bead for Life. So
you know, we're surrounded by all these things, natural products, the best of everything.
Yeah.
But we're looking out for, you know, imported stuff.
Yeah.
Expensive, just with lots of chemicals, and that's what we think is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's from the UK, the US,
Yes.
and yet we have all these natural, nice products. Yesterday, an aunt of ours was, you know, struggling with cough, saying she's had it for a while. And I was telling her, you know, I have all these trees in my backyard. Eucalyptus, mango leaves, guava. I told her I'm going to make you a concoction and bring it. Just abandon those medicines and try this concoction.
Yeah.
And we see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to your point of, you know, having all these natural things that work best.
Yeah. But you see, of course, you can also understand that most people, it's usually that you don't trust. It's really because everything that someone puts on their skin, there has to be a level of trust. Yeah. Because remember that your skin is your the largest organ on your body. Yeah. So if you're not, and I think that's where most Ugandans have come from, that we are not very trusting of the products that are being put out in the market. And so because there's that, you know, like you're a bit cautious about what exactly will you take.
That's right.
But I think that narrative is also changing now because people are becoming more aware that you can actually get very good Ugandan natural products in Uganda.
That's
so
right.
Yeah, so even me, the whole thing about starting using shea butter on Z, it's Florence who gave me the first tab. And once I started using it on Z, and then I started reading up about shea butter, its benefits, that it's actually a natural product. Imagine oil that you just get, you crush the nut, and you
Extract the
oil, and you're using it
And, yeah.
in its
Ready to
purest
use. Yeah,
form.
yeah.
And I was blown away. And then I started reading about how, I mean, its benefits. I mean, even me as a person, I can use it as an anti-aging product because it has vitamin A. And so that's actually how the journey to building the share house started, thanks to this little
Guinea
this
pig.
guinea pig of ours. And then now I started experimenting, of course, with different products. So today we're basically talking about this cream, this shea body smoothie that Esther, every time is telling me, Badora, this thing is like the best product ever. But before we actually come to
product.
hear, yes, to what Esther, how Esther got to this, the journey for me for creating the cream was really trying to find, because the butters, so you have shea butter, which is just oil only. It's a butter. I mean, there's nothing else added to it. This is Zion's tin, which is really, she has really used it very faithfully. But also, actually, the thing that I wanted to say is that I've met so many people saying that shea butter darkens the skin. But obviously, as you can see, Zion is not dark, and she's been using this thing since she was 2 years old, really. So, but again, like I always tell people that you're the best teacher, the best person for your skin. If you feel like your skin is darkening because you're using shea butter, then maybe just discontinue. But there's no truth to it that it darkens. It just gives you an even skin tone.
Which is nice.
Yeah. But anyway, back to this. So, because this is just shea, it's butter only. The beauty with the shea butter is that it's unlike other oils, it absorbs still on the skin very easily. So, I mean, like now, you still have a butter, but it doesn't stay for a very long time on your skin, yeah? Unlike other oils. So this one, after some time, it just gets into your skin. But the thing with oils only is that they don't absorb as quickly as oils that have water in them. And so that's the whole reason why we started trying to come up with a product that you don't have to apply when your skin is damp. Because when you're using shea butter, you have to apply it when your skin is damp. But now with a cream, using the shea body smoothie, now this one, it has water in it, yeah? And we're trying to look for something that was very nourishing, hydrating for the skin, but it's just an all-in-one product, and you can just apply it, and even when your skin is dry, like now my skin has been dry now, and then I'm just applying it. And then, of course, we've been going through trying to improve on the consistency, because have you ever applied like an oil and then you find that it takes a long time, it's white, there's a lot of whitish, you have to rub it in for a long time. Yeah, so even this we've been trying to really improve on it. And so today I can talk about this cream because I love it, but I thought that we could also like just get experiences from some of the people who are using it, and no better people than our children who are also now using the cream, and Esther, who is also a friend of mine, who actually started getting Jill to use this cream as well. So Z, we'll start with you. I wanted you just to pick your brains in terms of walk me through your journey. At least I've talked about when you're 2 years old, making decisions for you in terms of the shea butter. I started you off on the plain shea butter because, yes, all children, I mean, under a certain age, really, it's better if they just use unscented products because, you know, their skins are still developing their senses. So you don't want to start them off on like perfumed products and stuff like that because they can easily develop allergies when they're younger. But now you're a young lady now. You can now choose which products that you can use on your skin. So I wanted you to just walk us through your journey to starting to use different products. After the pure shea butter, what next? What did you move to?
Okay, so after the pure shea butter, you started developing your products, and first you started with the body butter. So you started me on the lavender shea butter, and then you also started developing lotions as well. So then you started me on the lavender milk and honey lotion. Yeah, so that's what I was using for a good part of my life until recently when I started high school. And I wanted to try something new because I was just tired. I wanted to try something different. So I started using vanilla shea butter,
Mm.
and that's what I've been using until now. And then recently, you also gave me the cream, maybe about.
Whether we gave you the cream or you asked for it?
Actually, I asked for it. I asked for it last year.
Yeah.
last
How did
year.
that happen?
Because you're always using it, and I usually also used it whenever we were traveling, because I never carried my own lotions when we travel. I just use yours, whatever's there I use. If I'm too lazy to look for mine, I use yours. There's no point in searching when I have
You are the
Yes.
source.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Of course.
so last year I asked for it, and then I also started using that along with vanilla milk and honey lotion. Just so
You're
started
using both
using-
the cream and the lotion. How is it working?
Sometimes I use both if I really feel like it.
Mm.
But most of the time I use one and then I just layer it with my body butter.
But now you're using only the cream. You're not using the lotion.
I use both.
So
Depends
tell
on the
me,
day.
tell me about the cream.
Mm,
Between the cream and the lotion, so which one do you prefer?
I also don't know.
You don't know which one you prefer.
I-
That's a
I
good
don't
thing. It
have a
means that
favorite.
then that means that both are good products.
Yeah, I don't
So
have
what
a
do you like
favorite.
about the cream?
Well, the cream is light, it's very moisturizing, but somehow I still feel like warm whenever I use it. 'Cause
You feel what?
I feel warm. 'cause-
Warm?
Yeah, warm.
Mm-hmm.
Because like school tends to be like really cold.
Mm-hmm.
And windy, and you know the wind breaks the skin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's very nice to use the cream because it just helps keep me makes me feel nice. And it just makes me feel nice to do that routine in the morning. Yeah.
So besides making you feel warm, what exactly about the cream do you like? Since you've used different products, you've used the milk and honey lotion, you've used you're using the cream now. What do you like about the cream besides feeling warm?
I don't know, it just feels so hydrating and it very easily absorbs into my skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the smell is not too strong. It's quite subtle, but it goes well with a lot of other
It complements
things,
many
yeah.
things.
Because for the milk and honey lotion, it can go well with a good number of things, but there are certain smells that it might clash with. Because, certain times scents do tend to clash together, but this can go well with pretty much anything.
So you're telling us something about perfumery. That you can just spray certain things and they all just become off-putting.
You know?
Yeah. So how do you use it? You're telling me about the layering. Tell us a bit about it and why you do that.
Usually,
Besides having seen your mother layering, so why do you do what you're doing?
because it smells nice.
Okay, so how do you exactly apply both products?
Usually, I first get one. It's just some of this, not too much. Just how much I need. And then I get some of this. Just however much I need, it's melting. Then I just mix it together in the palm of my hand. And I stitch very good to go.
What do you find as a difference when you put the cream alone as compared to when you mix it up with your shea butter?
The cream is
This is nice.
moisturizing, but I
This
like
is
the
really
extra
cool.
shine
Yeah,
that
this
the
is
shea butter adds.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
you can tell in nicely
Yeah.
moisturized skin.
Yeah.
It feels nice to touch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really cool, Zip. Okay, thank you. That's nice. That's an interesting way of using it. Okay, nice.
The skin feels nice to touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
I'm not in
else?
my dorm for taking the most time to get ready.
So what time do you start? What time do you start this routine? Because you have morning prep. What time do you usually wake up to do this kind of thing?
School programs are structured.
Yeah, they're very structured. How do you fit in your beauty routine into your program?
I usually wake up at 4. I can talk about my shower takes around 8
Feels nice.
minutes.
18 minutes.
Yeah.
Shower.
Yeah.
That's including the putting your oil, applying the oil,
No.
just a shower alone.
Just a shower.
Okay.
Washing my face.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just it.
Okay.
Mm.
And then
And then
Then
I take my nice 2-minute walk back to my dorm.
uh-huh.
And
And
then
how
I
long does
start.
it take you to apply your oils?
About 10 minutes.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You don't take too much time. And you're still able to get down to for your morning prep by what time?
Because we leave dorm at 6.
Okay.
Yeah, but they started looking at dorms last because they're nicer to us now that we're more tired.
Okay.
Yeah. Because guys in my dorm tend to wake up later these days since we're coming to the end.
So Zion uses, she layers the cream with the body butter. The thing is that actually this cream on its own is actually pretty cool.
That's what I use.
I think you use the cream alone, don't you?
Yeah.
How did you start using the cream?
At first, okay, I used to use products like cocoa butter products because I liked how they had like coconut oil, you know, those things that
Yeah.
are good for the skin. I used to use like Nivea. Then I saw one day mommy with this product and I was curious, so I asked her if I could also have. I like the ingredients. It also smells like a bit similar. So I started using it. It feels nice on the skin. Yeah. So I just, after showering, when I'm still like a bit damp, I just put it on. It goes on well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just glides properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the cream actually you can use it even without your skin being damp.
Really?
Because it has water already in it. Yeah. So like you see, like when you it doesn't have, you just try and apply it. Rub it in. See? Yeah. So you see, you don't.
No, I feel
actually-
like because
Ah.
I'm used to, you know, lotions, you have to
Yeah.
use them when your skin is a bit damp. Or, I feel like that's why.
You know, an interesting thing. When I would use Vaseline, because I tried many lotions and they would not moisturize the skin enough, and so I tried Vaseline. But I hated Vaseline because it's thick, too thick,
Yeah, it's thick. Yeah.
too thick, and that thick layer remained on the skin the whole day, attracting dust and all.
Yeah. That.
Yes, and blocking the pores. But you know, because all the lotions I would use were not moisturizing enough, I had no option. And because of the thickness of the Vaseline, I would mix it with water. But I thought it was weird. I didn't know that you actually have to mix it with water. I'm just learning that now.
Yeah, because
So
it's
I'd put a bit, mix with water, and then that's when it would rub well.
Yeah, easily, yes. Because while Vaseline, of course, is mostly made of petroleum, and the shea butter is made up of just shea butter. But they pretty much almost have the same thing. That is petroleum, this is shea butter. But the thing is, because you need either water to make it glide and absorb more easily onto your skin.
I thought I was being weird.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm
you're
just
basically
learning
doing
that
it
actually that's-
subconsciously, but you're doing actually the right thing. That if you're using a butter, an oil only product, then you have to put in water so that it can.
you know, at
easily
some point,
absorb
I would
into your
even
skin.
pour the water in the thing
In
and
that
leave it
tin,
there.
and it
Naturally.
doesn't get spoiled.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yet, if you introduce water to shea butter, it will go rancid.
Ah.
Yeah, it will go rancid.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it will. So the thing is that what you're saying about the cream, I was actually telling that you can actually use your cream, and you can notice that we put it and it's gone. It doesn't, and yet it's still
it's absorbed.
but it still stays like your skin remains still very refreshed, moisturized. So because you're telling us that you use it mostly on your face, you're not yet using it on your body.
No, I also use it on my
Use it on your body, using it as an all over body thing. Yeah. So basically, for you people, in terms of your routine, in terms of the products that you're using, right now, Zion, you're using soaps and the creams and the butter.
And
Jill-
the
and
coffee
the what?
scrub.
And the coffee scrub.
And the facial oils.
Okay.
Are you using the facial oils yet?
Yeah, Zion is using the facial oil as well.
Ah, nice. No wonder her skin is.
Z's using the coffee scrub.
I'm using
I think
like
she
a
used-
gazillion products.
She used to use a coffee scrub like I think 3 times a week. As you can see that our children learn so many things from us. So everything that we're basically doing, really, someone is watching us, because Jill also started using the cream because she saw her mom using it. But Esther has been my friend for the last, I don't know, so many years. And she has not actually been using the shea butter products.
You have to say that.
She has not, but we are very good friends. I think I gave her the time I gave her, I think I gave you a soap or something, but I think that did not really like sink in properly, and
That soap, it
yeah.
was one of those experimental things. I also feared to put it on my skin because it was wrapped in a cavera.
That is the beginning. That's how we began with these things, but
I
now
said
we've
the
gone
soap.
we've gone very far.
Yes.
We've gone very far.
So many
But Esther,
spies.
you need to tell me how you basically came now to start using, and it's not even me who gave her the cream this time. Yeah. So Esther, I want you to tell us how you got into this whole mix of the cream now, and you've become like one of our most raving fans of the body smoothie.
Yeah, so last Christmas, I got gifted a share house pack that had a hand cream, the body butter, and I think a lip gloss. Yeah, so I immediately decided to use, because I'd been using something else, Astro, I think it's Astro. And I've used it for quite a while. I'm one of those who's, really loyal to brands. Once I find something that works for me, I'll not go experimenting. So when this came, first of all, the packaging alone is what caught my attention. And I was like, wow, this is really, really professionally done. The tin is solid, the colors are attractive, the labeling is, well done. It has, barcodes, a professional job. So I immediately took a picture and sent it to Dora. I said, guess what I've received? So she said, who gave you this? She guessed that it must be one of my sisters-in-law. I said, no, it's my brother-in-law who's given this to me. Then she said, I suspect it's my brother-in-law's wife.
Prila. Shouts out to you, Prila.
who must have got this because, she's one of our very loyal customers. So I tried out the butter, and oh my goodness, it is one of those that made me break my loyalty to Astro. Astro, I'm so sorry, but yeah, I found a Ugandan product. Yes, I used it the first day. It has a very beautiful scent. That's subtle. It's not one of those, overpowering, headache-inducing lotions. It's a subtle but rich scent. And then the lotion itself is really moisturizing. I told you about how I use Vaseline and you feel the thickness on your skin the whole day. This was not one of those. And it's not one of those lotions that you use and then, halfway through the day, your hands feel dry or the feet are white. No, this lasts the whole day. It's light with a very nice scent. I said, this is it. There and then, and just like that, I switched from Astro. I was, halfway gone with my tin. I said, no, let me first use this and finish it, and I'll come back to Astro. Unfortunately, when I get to halfway my smoothie, I order for more. So I have stock of,
Yeah,
I don't think I'll be going back to Astro very soon.
Yeah, I can see you have 2 extras.
There's a third one in the bedroom. Yeah, and then I thought this would be a nice gift to give my mom. So I got her 2. When she also used it, because previously she had asked me to get her a particular lotion, which she could not get in Barra. She lives in Barra, but she knew where I could get it in Kampala, so she asked me to get it for her. And I got it, and I knew that's what she was using. But when I sent her this, the reviews were so good. In fact, I visited an auntie of mine one time, and she told me, hey, Mommy gave me one of the tins
She also
of...
gifted us someone.
Yes, she gifted one of the tins I gave her. She said, Mommy gave me one of the tins that you gave her, and I would like to order 2 more. She said, I like the product, and I think I'm going to be using this forever. So she said, get me 2 more for a start. I got her 2. So she and my mom are now also hooked. But what I can say is whoever I have recommended this product to does not look back. They shift immediately. And I would really, really recommend it to anyone. If for nothing else, just try out and see how it is. But I can assure you, you'll get hooked once you try it out. It's really nice.
You're telling us about your friend in the States who
Oh, yes. A friend of mine recently visited, and I also decided to gift her because, as I told you, I stock up. I had extra tins. So I gave her one, and she's also another of those. Actually, she's the one who introduced me to Astro. She's one of those who's really, really brand loyal. So when she tried this out, she also ordered 2 more. And she said, each time someone will be traveling to the States, she will be asking for more of them. She also recommended it to 2 of her friends, one I think in Nairobi and one in the UK.
In the UK, when they came also.
And they also ordered.
Yeah.
So it goes back to what I was saying, that once you use it, you'll just be settled. It's one of those products. It's like, you know, like cake.
Yeah.
When you taste good cake and
You
you're thinking,
recommend.
this is it, I'll not
Yeah.
go back to any other baker.
Yeah.
This product is one of those kind of things that you use it once and you don't want to look back. About a week ago, Dora introduced me to the facial oil.
The body oil.
I'm one
This
of
one.
those who, my skincare routine is really basic. Really, really basic. I don't do much. I just wash at the most, wash with a face cloth and then moisturize.
This one.
The
The Shea Snuggle. Or this
Which is
body.
this?
This body oil.
No, the oil.
Yeah.
This one.
Okay.
I've used it for just a week and the change is obvious. It's obvious. The skin has become a lot smoother. So I just wash my face thoroughly with a face cloth
Mm.
and then apply the oil.
Mm.
That's all I do.
Mm.
In a week, I've noticed a change.
That's awesome.
Yes, and it has this, natural scent of eucalyptus. It's basically a natural product, like all these others, all the other products with Shea House. They're natural. When you apply it, you actually smell the eucalyptus, but it has so many other products in it. In a space of just 1 week, I already feel a marked difference. I'll continue applying it.
Mm.
And then I'm definitely going to recommend it to my friends.
You know, it's interesting because this body oil, we just, this is what we're calling the Flawless Glow body oil. Okay, the thing is that really, at the end of the day, our vision for every person who uses our product is that they just glow and their skin is perfect. And that's what we're aiming for. This Flawless Glow body oil. The thing is that I'm a junkie for oils. I love creams, yeah? But I also found that there's just so much. Like this cream is actually for people with dry skin, yeah? The Body Smooth is really for people who have dry skin or normal skin and you just want to really enhance your skin. Now, the cream on its own is amazing. Like, you don't have to apply any other product into it. Like these people, like Zion and Jill have said, even Esther has been using it. You've been using it basically alone on its own. Mm. Yeah, and it's perfect. But then the thing is, for me, because I like taking things to another level. For everything that I use, I just want to elevate it. And we've been trying, some people have been asking us for a body oil, yeah? So I decided to make a body oil. Now, this body oil, it has shea oil in it. We separate, you can separate one of the things that makes the Ugandan shea butter of very, very high...
and rich.
Yes, makes it very, very rich is because it's very high in oil content. Mm. Now, because it has high oil content, you can separate the oil from the butter. But it's a very tedious process, and we use a very traditional way to remove it because we don't want to put in chemicals like solvent extraction. So we separate it, and it's just a process that you have to make the oil, like liquefy it, then again wait for it, like starting to solidify, then you pour off the liquid oil from the butter, and then again from that you wait again for it to set, and then again you pour off. Yeah, so that's how now you find the Shea Snuggle, which is just the pure shea oil alone. But even in this oil, which is shea oil, you'll find that if you leave it for a while in a cold place, you'll find a few particles down, which is just the butter trying to form. All you have to do is just expose it to heat, leave it in a warm place, and it will melt. Now,
what's the difference between these two products?
So the difference, this is just shea oil only, like how you have shea butter, but the oil. And why we created this product, the shea oil, is because we are having people who have children with eczema. Now the butter, of course, is richer, but now for a baby or a child or someone with because the shea oil is more potent. The oil has more potent, properties in terms of the healing properties. The vitamin A, which is in it, is more potent in the oil. And then, but at the same time, the oil absorbs quickly into the skin. Yeah. So you can use it from the head to toe as like a massage oil. You can use it as for a child, like babies, newborns, something to massage them because they're sleeping the whole day. So we created this especially for newborns and for newborns up to like 1 year, because that's the time mothers need more time to massage your children after birth, making them just, you know, like helping them to sleep easily. And I gave it to a friend of mine who has been using shea butter, but she said she prefers this for her baby because it's lighter. It absorbs quickly to the skin because just oil only. So it's lighter. So that's why we came up with this. But now the body oil, this product has both, it has shea oil in it, it has sweet almond oil, it has avocado oil, it has castor oil, because castor oil basically softens the skin, improves skin scars and stretch marks. That's what castor oil does. So like new mothers can just apply castor oil even just on their skin alone and then tie. So it has castor oil, it has rosehip oil, it has vitamin E, then it has essential oils. So this one, the reason why we're creating this body oil, one, that someone can use it like for stretch marks, because you know stretch marks don't go but they improve. You can improve the appearance so that it kind of like becomes almost the same skin to even with your skin. Even if it has. And then to prevent new stretch marks from appearing, you just have to moisturize. So this is the reason why we created this oil. But now what I do is I use this together with it. So when I'm applying my cream, so I get like the cream, like I have a bit of the cream, and then I just press a bit of my oil. And it elevates my cream to another level. So when I'm applying it, it just takes it to another level. It becomes something else, seriously. And this, for me, has just changed. It's like a game changer. So that's what I do. That's what I do for my skin. I apply, like Zion said that the beauty with the cream, okay, I put a bit more cream, a bit more oil. But the beauty with the cream is that it doesn't, when you use the cream, kind of like doesn't, these products kind of like complement each other. It doesn't feel like you're, this one is smelling this way and then this other one is smelling like you're just running riot with different fragrances on your skin and people are wondering what's going on. But this basically really elevates. So if you can use, some people use the body oil on their own. If you're using the body oil on its own, you're applying it when the skin is damp. But also you can, especially like the problem areas, like your around your butt area, your breast, your stomach, if you have stretch marks, the places where you have stretch marks and you want them to improve, that's where you can rub in more of your oil. So it just changes everything. But it's interesting that you're saying that, because you said you have quite dry skin and you've been using the cream on its own and it's been working for you. And how do you feel like the whole day when you've applied the cream?
It lasts the whole day. The scent lasts the whole day. And the skin too. The skin doesn't dry out. We made it specifically for dry skin, but it doesn't. I mean, anyone with even normal skin, people with normal skin use it as well.
Works
perfectly.
So thank you.
And the scent lasts the whole day. Apart from the areas you wash during the day, the hands, the rest of the body
just stays.
You smelled it, it stays the whole day.
And it's a subtle. It's a very subtle.
Beautiful, rich, beautiful scent.
Beautiful scent. So if you're not using the body cream, you are alone. You are the only one who is not using it.
No, for this, the Shea House just got it right.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a beautiful product.
Awesome. Thank you so much.